What's up, guys? Hey, I'm Dustin Ibarra.
And I'm Greg Baldwin.
And we're podcasting.
Yeah!
Yeah, man. Welcome to Good Things Are Happening.
Man, it's good to be here. It's good to see you.
Good things are happening, dude.
It's awesome, dude.
It's
awesome,
exciting.
Man.
This is awesome because, like, we're doing this podcast and, like, good things are happening. And then it's like, I feel like we manifested this kind of.
Yeah.
Like, good things are happening. This is something really good.
Oh man, dude, good things are happening, bro. You got a phone call today.
Yeah, dude. I'm pretty stoked. Okay, I got, as you know, I've been trying to get on this particular show, and I thought it was gonna happen last year, but it's happening next week.
What happened?
I got a call. I'm gonna be on the Tonight Show.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah, this is pretty
that's
cool,
crazy,
bro.
man.
I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked.
That's so crazy.
This is awesome because, like, we're doing this podcast and, like, good things are happening, and then it's like, I feel like we manifested this kind of.
Yeah.
Like, good things are happening. This is something really good. I hope.
Yeah,
We'll see
yeah,
what
yeah.
happens. I could
No,
go on
no,
there and
no.
completely bomb.
You're
Which
not gonna bomb.
I hope
You're
not.
not gonna bomb.
I don't think it's gonna be hard to bomb in an atmosphere like that because they're gonna
Yeah.
be primed and ready. And this is a set that I've been going over like a long time, you know. So I think it's gonna be all right.
Yeah, you're not doing new material. You're doing stuff that's tried and true.
No, I'm gonna try some brand new jokes.
That's
my
incredible.
plan,
You
yeah.
know, I read in Sebastian Maniscalco's book.
Yeah.
He talks about his Tonight Show appearance, and what he did is he went to New York and he was doing this appearance and this appearance, and he had all his family there, and he didn't spend enough time really concentrating and working on the material and focus. He's like, I've done this a million times. I'm ready.
I heard that too because
You know?
I'm not having any family coming out. I think Christy's gonna come out.
Yeah.
My manager's gonna be there. But it's like I just want to be focused, you know.
But you're super detail oriented. You know, you always do the work. You're going to be great, dude.
Thanks, man.
This is how exciting, dude.
It's exciting, bro.
You think about it like the history of the Tonight Show. It's like,
Oh yeah, man.
You know, when
crazy animal tricks. You know, I'm gonna be up there with that dude.
Yeah.
The crazy cooking. You
Yeah.
know.
it's incredible. No, I mean, but you know, Johnny Carson would call you over to the chair.
I don't.
and
Does he
stuff.
call people to the couch, Jimmy?
No,
I don't
not
think he
anymore.
does.
I know.
What if I just walked over there and be like, "Hey, this is crazy. How about that set, Jimmy? That was awesome, right?" Yeah.
That's exciting, man. It's all the work, you know. How many years you been doing comedy now?
A long time, like 20 years.
like
I've been
20
doing it for like
years, yeah.
20 years now. Yeah. Started in high school.
And
Yeah.
to finally get the opportunity to go on the Tonight Show.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'm stoked.
This has got to be it'll help you step up your career. You know, you'll level up a little bit. I think.
Yeah, I'm stoked about that.
Wow.
Boy, in your show, you got a call for Netflix is a joke for your SNL show.
Yeah,
right?
so I produced a show. It's called SNL Alums
Oh.
and we started it's at the Hollywood Improv. But I got a call yesterday from there's a new nightclub, new comedy club opening up, and
Yeah, I heard about that. That's Katie Carr. Is it
Cristina?
Katie? Yeah, yeah.
is that right? Yeah, is
Yeah.
that how you say her last name?
Pretty sure.
Well, she called me with Crystal Marie, who's
Yeah.
also in the comedy. This girl, Crystal Marie, and asked if I wanted to be a part of the Netflix as a joke festival. I guess they chose her club to be one of the venues, and she gets to choose the shows. So
Oh, that's cool.
I think Adam Carolla and Friends is going to be. I know it's going to be one of
Yeah.
her shows because Crystal Marie works with Adam, and then we're going to have SNL alums. I think so. I'm going to tour the
Bro,
venue.
this is
I don't know about
good.
any
This
of the
is like-
financials and.
Everything's happening right now, dude. This
Good
is
things are
like
happening,
good
man.
things. Yeah, I should have said that. Good things are happening. No, and so we were in San Diego last week. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was. You know what my favorite part about San Diego was?
What?
The zoo.
Yeah.
They were awesome shows, but we went to the zoo
Yeah.
beforehand. Did we go on Friday? Yeah.
Yeah, we went on Friday. Yeah.
That was awesome. Because I don't go to the zoo a lot. Greg has like a season pass to the zoo, so
I'm
you're
a-
always like there.
I'm a zoo connoisseur. Whenever I tour, I always try to go to the zoos.
Yeah, it was so funny going with you too, because you were like, I felt like I had my own personal tour guide. Like you'd always like we would see the monkeys, and you're like, oh, it's showing you its teeth, so it's saying hi, and like And I could hear like I could see people like listening to you and stuff like, oh, that means it's saying hi.
So what happened is, so I go to the LA Zoo, and they're
Yeah.
called mandrills, and they're like
Mandrills.
they look like baboons, but they have really colorful faces.
Yeah, the Lion King, Rafiki, right?
I think, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And so when I go to the LA Zoo, there's this one male mandrill. He's a young male. His name's Mashindi.
Mashindi.
And whenever I go see him, all the other mandrills just ignore me, right?
Yeah.
And Mashindi, whenever he sees me, he runs over to the thing. He shows me his teeth, and then he turns around and he sticks his butt up at me.
Oh,
right?
man.
And
he's a fan of Greg.
Yeah, so he loves me. And so
hold on. How did you know his name?
Somebody told me, one of the zookeepers told me a while that his name was Mashindi.
Have you noticed they all have names like that? Like I never like met a Carl. You know what I'm saying? A Carl or like a Mark. Oh, that's Mark. You know, it's like Mashindi or like.
I think they're like.
Is that like African?
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
I think they're like African heritage names kind of thing. But
yeah. But
so Mashindi comes and he shows me his teeth and he sticks his butt up at me, and I knew it wasn't like an aggressive like behavior. So one day the zookeeper was there, and she was cleaning the other side of the cage or the establishment or whatever where they stay. And she saw Mashindi come over, show his teeth, stick his butt up at me. And then she's like, oh my God. She goes, you have a relationship with Mashindi.
Uh-oh.
And I said, yeah, every time he shows me his teeth, he sticks his butt up at me. And she goes, well, she explained it to me. When they show you your teeth, that's like a greeting, like hi. And then when they stick their butt up at you, that's like saying, hey, we're good.
Okay.
Right.
What does it mean when they poo into their hand and throw it at you? Is that like kind of like is that a hey, what's up, or is that like an aggressive thing?
Is that happens to you often?
No. Well, not with monkeys, but around here in Hollywood, there's some aggressive transients.
Yeah, homeless guy threw a poo at you.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign, I don't think.
But I love this zoo, man. And then because we were there, then we we went to the monkey exhibit.
Yeah.
And then we saw the mandrill there.
Yeah.
And I was more into like watching you watch the monkey.
Yeah.
Because you were so into it. And then I remember it did its teeth thing.
Yeah.
It did that to you. It didn't show its butt, I don't think. To you.
I don't know. Yeah,
this
he showed
one,
me
I
his
think,
teeth. Yeah.
Yeah, he showed you the teeth, but the butt was like, I don't think he knew you that well. He only does that for like regular visitors.
Yeah.
And stuff.
No, but it was crazy because I was just telling you and Christy the story, and then he showed me his teeth. Yeah. And I don't know, man. I have a weird thing with animals, man. I have a good connection.
You love animals.
I have a good connection with animals.
There was like, I think it's because it's winter. Some of the animals are hibernating, so the zoo wasn't as jumping as it normally is.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was uncool. Like I feel like a zoo should have discounted prices. Like if you're not gonna see, that's like if you go to Disneyland and it's like, oh, there's no Magic Mountain today. Yeah. There's no like, it's like, come on. You didn't tell me this ahead of time, you know?
Rides closed. All the rides are closed.
Yeah. Or you go to a strip club and it's like your favorite dancer took off. It's like, I shouldn't have to pay a cover. This is the third string, you know?
Yeah.
But we did see some really cool animals.
Yeah, that was really cool, man. The whole weekend was great, man. The shows were great. We performed at, you headlined, I opened for you at the American Comedy Club.
Yeah.
American Comedy Company.
You know what's cool? Just back to the zoos. I was in We Bought a Zoo, you know?
That's right.
Not to brag, but I played a zookeeper. Yeah. And that was cool. Because I wish I would have hung out with the animals more because there was like some crazy animals on set. But they were all like really tired Hollywood animals, you know? They probably had
Were they all trained?
They were all trained. I think they were trained. Remember there was this bear there and the bear reminded me of like an old Hollywood actor, you know? Like he's like, I've been through this, you know? He just wanted to get out of there, you know? Like one of those times. Probably had a coke problem.
He's smoking a cigarette?
Yeah. All right, let's shoot this scene. Let's get another take. No, I don't want another take, actually. That's the one. That's the one that we're going to keep, Cameron.
You, where was it? Where'd you film that at? We Bought a Zoo was with Matt Damon.
Yeah. And that wasn't they set up the zoo like at this like ranch, you know, it wasn't an already prepared zoo, like they made it and everything.
Okay.
But yeah, I've always liked zoos, man. I've always liked a good field trip to the zoo as a kid, you know?
Well, you know, the thing that jumps to mind, you did scenes with Matt Damon?
Yeah.
How was that?
It's great,
Is he,
man.
he's a good dude.
Yeah, he showed me his teeth and then showed me his.
He stuck
his butt out, and I was like, "Oh, this guy's submissive, nice." You know, it's very
He
cool.
likes you, huh?
Yeah, he was like my manjo.
And then he grabbed some poop and threw it at you.
Well, that was Scarlett Johansson. She's a handful. You know.
Oh, she was in the movie too?
Yeah.
Was she cool too?
Everyone was cool, bro. It was awesome.
That's incredible, man.
Dude, yeah, man. So that's his good things are happening, man.
Yeah.
And so in this podcast, we're kind of like, you know, it's 2024. This is an election year, and just the world is kind of like it's a little crazy right now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
A little nutty. So there's a lot of podcasts that like focus on like the bad stuff, I guess, that's happening. And then here we're just all about like positivity and like trying to get these good stories out there, you know, because there's a lot of good things that are happening, but it's like you're not going to see those a lot, you know.
Yeah.
So
look, there's some good news stories. You got. Let's speaking of animals. There's you have a news story about.
I got one right here. Let me pull up my documents. Okay. Do you like dogs, Greg?
I love dogs.
Yeah, that's not what I heard. No, I'm just kidding. There's this dog that he was digging in the backyard. He wouldn't stop digging. The owners were like, "What's going on here?"
Mm-hmm.
He found a dangerous gas leak in their backyard. The dog just knew. You know how like dogs have that sixth sense sometimes? Yeah. This dog, there was this disastrous gas leak was detected underground by the dog's name was Kobe. He's a 4-year-old husky. And the family had just moved to this place. And the owner noticed the dog was digging in the same spot in the yard for an hour. Yeah. Which I'd be like, yeah, it's a dog, whatever. You know, wouldn't think
for a bone or something.
Yeah, looking for a bone, you know? So she didn't think much of it, but then she went over there to inspect it, and apparently it was a gas leak.
Wow.
The dog found a gas leak.
Wow.
And it could have saved their lives because they were saying it could have caused health effects like respiratory issues, brain damage, even death. And so they were impressed by the dog digging.
Wow. So the dog saved a bunch of lives.
The dog said, yeah. That would have sucked if the dog was a smoker, though. He's like, yeah. Oh, no. It blows up.
That's crazy. You know what, man? I've had dogs my whole life growing up. And I never had a dog like that. My dogs are like lazy. Sitting around eating food, licking my face.
Yeah.
Unconditional love, but I never had a dog.
Leaving the oven gas on. Yeah. It's like, come on, dog. What are you doing, man? You trying to kill me or something, dude?
Yeah. What was your favorite? Who was your favorite dog growing up? Did you ever?
I had a dog named Oreo when I was a kid.
Oh, that's cool.
I love that dog. I don't even know what happened to it. I don't like. It's like I think it went to some other family. I don't even know if it was my dog. I think it could have been the neighbor's dog or something. But I remember this dog Oreo was really cool, and I've had dogs. I've had dogs find drugs on me, but not natural gas.
Really?
Yeah, I was in El Paso one time and I got busted.
No way.
Yeah, they brought this dog out to search me at that checkpoint.
Yeah.
And it's going from El Paso to Dallas.
Yeah.
The dog, it's so weird because I had weed on me and I knew there was this checkpoint, but I was like, I'll just hide it. You want it? Nothing will happen.
Yeah.
But then I got there and I saw they had dogs and I was like, oh, this isn't going to be good. This is not good.
No way.
The dog saw me and I looked at him and I could see that he was like, you're going down. And I was like, oh shit. And the dog, they pulled me over. Dog jumped in the car, went right for the pipe.
Wow.
Yeah, I was super impressed. I was like, man, this dog's good, you know?
Yeah.
But then I didn't get busted for it. The border guy, like he took the pipe and was like, what's this? And I'm like, it's for weed. And then he's like, get out of here. And he smashed it on the ground.
Wow, he let you go.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Dogs can detect stuff. Now they have dogs that can like detect cancer.
Yeah.
And or when you're sick.
Yeah.
You know, I guess their smelling powers are like one.
Dude, yeah, they are very like it's like a superpower type thing. They got the cancer dogs, right?
Yeah.
It's like you can tell. Oh, there was this. This isn't a dog, but there was this cat in this nursing home one time that could like. It would go to the people that were gonna die next.
Wow.
Yeah. So if the cat was like in your lap, you're like, oh shit, this is not good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dogs are like angels, dude.
Yeah, cats are like the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, they are.
It's like dogs are cool, man. Cats, I don't know.
Yeah, cats have attitude, man.
Cats do have attitude. They would have lit a match on this family.
Yeah,
it was a cat. Yeah. So that's a nice news story. I like that. Dogs saving people's lives. They always do stuff like that.
Dogs are the best, dude. I'd love to get a dog, but we tour so much or we travel so much. It's hard to.
Bro, yeah, I can't have a dog. I can't even. Dude, my robot vacuum is about to I'm gonna have to give it up because it's like choking all the time and it's never charged. And I'm like, I can't even take care of this thing. How am I gonna take care of a dog, dude, or a baby? You know?
Yeah. I tried to get a plant and see if I could take care of that.
Yeah.
I killed it.
Oh no!
Yeah. It's a bonsai tree, dude. I think you got to water it like once a month.
Oh, I thought you killed it, like it irritated you and you choked it.
No,
something.
I
killed
bad
it. Abuse, plant abuse.
I'll get a dog when I settle down and I have more stability, or if I have a partner that stays home.
Yeah.
All right, I got a new story.
That stays home.
So there's a Burger King employee. He went 27 years without missing a single day of work.
God, whenever I hear those stories, I'm like, dude, call in, bro. Yeah. That's always like that kid in school who's like, he didn't miss a single day of school. It's like, dude, what are you doing? They're gonna give you some like little certificate or something.
Yeah,
you're gonna go to a college because you didn't. Well, I don't know. Maybe colleges look at that. So
I was working at radio station called my favorite radio station growing up. It was called KOME, and I didn't miss a day for my first year.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, and the manager, no sick, no personal, no vacation, no nothing. Yeah. And the manager, my boss called me in the office and he says, you haven't missed a single day. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, do you think I'm impressed? And I'm like, no. And he's like, listen, man. He goes, you have to take your vacation days. You're gonna burn out.
Really?
He goes, I want you to come in next week and tell me where you're going on vacation. And so so I went in and I don't know, I forget where I went, but I think it's important. But this guy didn't miss 27 years of work, a single day, not a single day. So Burger King decided to reward him for 27 years without missing a day. And here's what they got him. They got him a gift bag. And in the bag included a movie ticket, a Starbucks cup, a bag of Reese's Pieces, 2 packs of Lifesavers.
Oh my God, so generous.
Yeah, 2 pens, a lanyard. A lanyard,
like a Burger King lanyard?
Like a Burger King lanyard, I guess.
Wow.
And 2 keychains after 27 years without missing a day. That was what they give him. So
that sucks.
Yeah, so he went on.
Could you imagine working for a place for 27 years and then that's what you get? That's like that. You ever see Christmas Vacation?
Mm-hmm.
Where he's waiting for the bonus and he got like Jelly of the Month Club.
Yeah.
I actually didn't think that was bad. I wish there was a Jelly of the Month Club. There might be because I would join it. Yeah. I like jelly. I like jelly, bro. But this guy, so he works at Burger King for 27 years. I worked fast food, and it's not. It's hard, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what he did. If he was a first window, second window, fry guy, cashier. Because there's different tiers, you know.
Yeah.
If you're the cashier, you've got your shit together.
I would hope after 27 years he's manager. Right? Yeah. He's probably worked all the positions.
I hope he's manager.
Yeah. But he made this video and actually, in the video he was like really positive, like, hey, look what they got me, and was really positive about it. And
oh my God.
So the video went viral, and they made a GoFundMe account for him. I think his daughter. Ford's daughter launched a GoFundMe account, and it raised $440,000.
What?
And he bought a house. And
400. That would have been funny if he bought a McDonald's.
Would have Burger King.
Or just open up a Chick-fil-A like right next door, and then put him out of business, dude.
But this guy was such a good guy, man. He bought a house. And,
that's why I like GoFundMes. People can you hear stories about that. People just reaching out and like helping it. Because he wasn't complaining about it either, you said, right?
No.
He just put up a video. It's like, hey, this is what I got. I got some Reese's Pieces or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, he was grateful for it. I would have lost my shit, bro.
Yeah.
If I was working for 27 years and they got me a little baggie, I'd keep searching. I'd be like, okay, where's the rest of it? Yeah. Where's the big check? Where's the huge bag of blow?
It's like the Christmas gift where you open the big box and then you open the smaller box and then the smaller and the smaller. Yes, yeah. And then you get to the end and there's nothing in it.
Bro, that would suck, man.
Yeah. But he had a really good attitude about it. He said...
that's nice.
Yeah, so he bought a house and he said, I know it's not a mansion, but it's mine. Very humble. And
that is humble. That humility. Right?
Yeah. I guess he has... I think he had 4... Oh, yeah. He has 4 daughters and he put them all through high school and college.
Oh, wow.
With full healthcare coverage. He didn't want to quit his job.
Burger King gives you healthcare?
Yeah, you got full healthcare coverage.
No way.
So, yeah.
I didn't know that.
So he put 4 daughters through college and he ended up keeping his job at Burger King because he was near retirement.
Oh, he kept the job?
He kept the job and he kept working. And
that's pretty awesome. Yeah. Ooh, our guest, I believe, is here.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Hang on one second.
Today's guest is a hilarious stand-up comedian. He's a great actor. His videos have gone viral. They're the Cholo Fit exercise routines, which are hilarious. And you know him from This Fool on Hulu. Please welcome today's guest, Frankie Quinones.
How long you been doing? You're a stand-up comedian, very successful. How long you been doing comedy?
This past fall was 17 years. Yeah, so going on, it'll be 18 years this fall. Yeah.
Yeah, you had a lot of success. You're a touring headliner.
Yeah.
And was there like a moment in where you knew like you had made it, and like was there a defining moment? Was it the Cholo videos, or what happened to catapult you to
well, the Cholo Fit is a thing that
Cholo Fit.
Yeah, that kind of allowed me to start touring and move tickets and shit. But
that was everywhere, dude. That's like you talk to anyone, and not even like in the like Mexican community. Like my girlfriend's dad knows Cholo Fit. You know, like this white dude from Boston. You know?
That's what's up, homie.
You know that guy?
I know. I get surprised as people that come out because I didn't know. Obviously, I didn't know it was gonna go viral and stuff like that. But yeah, I was already doing stand up, and then me and some homies sold a show to TBS around that time.
Yeah,
and then like. So that was like the real game changer for me. That's the thing that, as far as like, whatever income and shit like that.
Yeah.
I was delivering a sandwich. We got the news. We sold the show, and then
did you finish delivering the sandwich?
I always tell this story. I was tempted to eat it, but I finished it. I delivered it. I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna deliver it.
Yeah.
And then and I was all emotional and shit because I was like, fuck, we just saw this shit. And they ordered 10 episodes, and then we're like. And I remember it's his UCLA kid in the dorms and fucking, and I'm like, I'm in my mid 30s delivering this fucking sandwich. This fucking white kid is open the door. He's like, what's up? I'm like, yo, man. And I was like so pumped that I told him.
You told him, yeah.
I was like, homie, you're my last delivery. Yeah. Me and some homies just sold a show to TBS, and he was just like, cool. Like he obviously didn't, I don't think he believed me though. He's just like, oh, cool, man. I give him my sandwich.
I did the same thing. I was waiting tables when I was in college. When I got my college degree, I remember waiting. I'll never forget. I waited my last table, and I told him, I said, this is the last table I will ever wait in my life. And,
wow.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was
nice.
Where was that restaurant at? What was that?
Applebee's.
It was
Applebee's. Give me another $1 margarita, kid. I don't care.
No, I think it was the Olive Garden.
Oh, okay. Word.
Dude. Yeah. I want to left with some breadsticks.
Yeah, breadsticks and all you can eat salad, dude.
I had a couple homies in college that worked at the Olive Garden. They would hook it up. Yeah.
Dude, friends that work at like places like that are the best, man.
Yeah. That's the
hookup. Get home, there's a bunch of like boneless wings and stuff. Like, dude, this is like, never quit your job. Yeah. They start saying things like, man, I'm gonna quit this job, go to college. It's like, no, don't, dude. I love it when you hook it up, bro.
How did that feel like, man, when you started getting successful and and you were financially supporting yourself through doing comedy?
Yeah, it was good, man. It was crazy because I remember I was like, I was like scraping by. I was sleeping on my homie's couch for a little while, for like almost 2 years.
Yeah,
paying him $200 a month rent. And I was like, there's definitely big times of discouragement. You know what I'm saying? But then after we sold that show, like a month and a half after that, Cholo Fit went viral.
Wow.
And then so it kind of just kept snowballing from there, But then it was just like. But then it's just like, then you see how much work it really is and all that, like the 15-hour days and stuff like that when we made the show. And it was like, but then you're getting these checks, and I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
like it was crazy.
You
But
know, it's crazy, dude, because I know like it's weird because I've been on some shows and whatever, like you get that first one, you're like starting to make money. You're like, man, this is the best job ever.
Yeah.
But it's still like a job where like
Yeah,
sometimes you'll be
homie.
like, man, when are we getting out of here? It's
Yeah,
like, dude,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
delivering
And then when you get like the
sandwiches,
5 a.m. call times and all that shit, you're like,
bro.
fuck,
It's like, man, this is work.
Yeah.
And
but it's all good.
fun. Yeah, it's the best.
I wouldn't want to
It's-
have another job. It's just,
No,
but it's
I
work.
can't
Work is
now.
work, homie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't relate to you guys because I'm still on the grind, man.
Oh,
you
man.
good, homie.
But-
I know.
No, but people don't understand what it takes to be a stand-up comedian, man.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I mean, you make a lot of sacrifices. You sacrifice
Oh yeah.
financial stability, medical insurance,
Yeah.
mental health, stability, relationships.
Mental health,
sometimes,
yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah, relationship, dude. That's a classic one. I remember the first time I got put on a plane to go do comedy. I was like, "Fuck, homie, I'm so excited!" You know.
Yeah.
Now it's like, "Fuck, I gotta go back to the airport already." Homie. You know, but you're great. You're grateful. It's just like, but yeah, like I remember dating. You know,
Yeah.
and girls be hyped on it, like, "Oh, a comedian. Everybody loves the funny guy." Fuck,
Yeah,
you know, and then
yeah.
then they see what the grind is.
Yeah.
Like, all right, it's Thursday. I gotta fly out. See you later. And they're like, "But wait, you know,
Yeah.
it's the weekend. Like, when's our time?"
Yeah.
I've had
Fuck,
two
this is it,
relationships
homie.
that probably were
The comedy ruined
Yeah,
them.
and you know, and it's like my whole life in existence is my craft and in comedy, and so I probably spend not as much attention towards my relationship as that I need to, you know.
When they start feeling they got to compete for that spot,
Yeah,
that's when it
that's
becomes a
Mhm.
problem, you know, because it's
Yeah.
like, especially when you're, it's a grind, man. Being
Yeah, because you're just trying to
you're
like
trying to
I've-
chase his dream, make shit happen, and you got to create your own work and everything. It's like,
Yeah, but I also feel like there's like because I've been one of those dudes. I've been doing stand up since high school, and I was very like, this is all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna focus on making it, you know, quote making it. But like, then it's like I want to do other things too, you know, like I want to have a wife and kids and that stuff, and like so it's like one of those things like. The older I get, I'm kind of like, oh, I need to do both, you know. I don't want to be like some dude that's like, you know, in my like 60s or something. It's like, oh man, I want to have kids, you know. Where I was too focused on like this whole entertainment thing, you know.
I wonder if like you guys will both have, you know, pretty good levels of success. You've leveled up and you're doing really good. I wonder if you can get to a point, because you said you're in a relationship where you can have that financial stability. You travel on weekends, but you have the whole week to spend with your family, you know?
Yeah, but then, you know, when you start getting busy, when you start, you know, the TV work is a whole nother thing too. It's like, you know, you get back on Monday and you got work to do, homie. You got meetings or you got script deadlines and shit. And so that's when it really started getting overwhelming.
Yeah.
Because you really have to like, you know, at first, because you're just so grateful to get any kind of work, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck. But then you got to step back and take care of you, you know, because
Yeah.
shit starts getting crazy. Because you take every offer, you take whatever, then you really have to start being like, no, I'm not available these days. That's what it is, and you know, you got to work around it, navigate your way
Yeah.
around it, and shit.
How do you deal with that? Like just that word, just being overwhelmed. Because I get overwhelmed easy, man.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? If I get like 3 people call me within like 30 minutes, I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
what am I gonna do?
Me too.
you're a
I gotta
sensitive-
call my
Me
mom
too,
back. I
homie.
gotta do this. Oh,
I'm
man.
terrible at communication too because of that. My anxiety, like I don't have my notifications on for like DMs or none of that shit. I check my email maybe twice a day, and like, you know what I mean?
Wow.
It's like sometimes people that's something I gotta work on. Because I've missed a lot of opportunities just not being a good communicator. Like people will email me and I'll miss the email,
Mhm.
or I'll get a text and be like, but I'll be busy doing something, and I'll look at it and be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna get back to that person right now, and I just forget.
Yeah.
And the text messages pile up, and then you're just like, you know, I got to get fucking better at like, oh, okay. And then
As you get busier, you might need an assistant.
yeah. I know that time's coming, but
And that's where Greg comes in.
Yeah. Did you hear me? I just threw out my resume right there, man.
Whoa, yeah. Get him some more
he even did a
sparkling
little
water.
he did a little smile. He's like, when time comes, you need an assistant. He's like, he did a little pose. Like,
Whoa, yeah.
I do it all, man.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude. Oh, yeah.
Whatever you need, man, I'll do it.
You can take him to the zoo and stuff.
Yeah. Hey, I'll show you my teeth and stick my butt up towards you.
That's what we're talking about. That's what there's this mandrill. This, you know, those monkeys with the painted faces.
Oh, yeah,
Greg
yeah,
goes to the zoo all the time, and there's this one that he has a relationship with.
oh hell yeah! You're like,
And every time he sees him,
yeah.
it's like, ah.
Yeah.
He shows me his teeth. He sticks his ass up at me. You know,
He's like, come get it, homie. Come on.
come get this shit, man.
Ah, yeah, dude. Only those zookeepers went there. Those cockblockers.
Was there somebody, when you were coming up in comedy that really took you under their wing or that inspired you and helped you?
Craig Robinson. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He took me under his wing. I'll never forget that, man. That was like my first big break, like in the big picture things. I was like,
Craig Robinson was in The Office.
Yeah.
And,
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Hot Tub Time
killing
Machine.
it.
Yeah.
He's like a famous person. That's always crazy in comedy when you meet a famous person. You're like, dude, you're on like stuff. Man.
Yeah. You're a movie star. Yeah.
How'd he help you?
He took me on the road with him, man. And then I was a club booked me to open for him, and then we kind of just hit it off.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the very next week, he had my number, and it was funny too, man, because we went to like this late night dinner on the last night I was opening for him, and I brought this homegirl with me, and she was annoying as fuck, homie. Just like, I was like so embarrassed, and she was like a friend of a friend, and I thought she was cool, and then she ended up being like, and so I thought, okay, that's it. Like he ain't gonna hit me up, like da-da-da. And then a week later, he called me, he goes, hey man, hey, what's up? How you been? I'm checking your avails, homie. And then I'm like, I didn't even know what avails meant. Yeah. But I was like, I got him. He was like, oh, okay, yeah. I got avails.
I got some avails, dude.
He's like, oh, okay, well, can you go to Nashville next weekend? And I'm like,
dude.
Yeah. So then I fucking hung up the phone. I was doing cartwheels and shit. And then he kept me on the road with him for, man, we toured for about 6 years, almost 6 years. And then
that's great.
And my shit started happening while I was with him, and he was like kind of helping me guide me through all that. It was, I mean, man, I'm so grateful to have his, like, obviously experience. You got to go through shit yourself to learn a lot of things, but he was able to kind of give me some notes and things to look out for. And he even encouraged me. He's like, man, your time's coming. I could see it, and sure enough, like
that's cool.
A year later, and then a year after that, then, it just started going upward trajectory, and he was there the whole time.
I was telling Dustin, man, that I was so excited to have you on because you're naturally funny. Like you're such a boisterous and fun personality. I'm like, he's gonna, you are, dude. You're like a light.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I appreciate you saying that.
My mentor was Daryl Hammond from Saturday Night Live. He's taken me all over the country.
Oh, you were telling me about that. Yeah,
and Jay Moore a little bit. Jay Moore has mentored me too and taken me on. Who's yours, Dustin?
Jimmy Walker was from Good Times.
Wow.
Yeah,
really?
that was my first. Yeah, he came to Dallas and. I was probably like 17, and he saw me at the club, and we just started working together. It's because I could be clean, and he needed like a clean person.
Yeah.
So like he was always like, I still talk to Jimmy all the time too.
Really?
Nice, man.
Jimmy's a great guy. He's very like
dynamite.
Don't ever say that. To him.
He hates that, right? Yeah. That's like I'm Rick James, but it's like,
he's always like he just tells me like it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's a guy who's like, he was Time Magazine like comedian of the year or something. He's been on the cover and all that, so he's seen everything. He's just like, he's very like, I mean, like, where you at this week? He's like, oh, Pops is in Tampa, Florida. Old people gotta work too, man. I'm like, yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, and he'll tell you, we gotta get CAA on something. You gotta book something. They're gonna kick you out. I'm like, ah, damn, dude. Yeah, dude. Jimmy's like very like matter of fact.
I used to love that watching that show growing up, man. Who was your favorite comedians growing up?
Oh man, it's funny. We used to watch Good Times all the time too. They're remaking it, right? Isn't it JB Smoove?
They are, dude. Is it? Yeah. Is it Jay Farrow? I think he's gonna be on there. I think he's playing Jimmy's part. Is he? I know that he did it because remember on Kimmel they did the remake of the Norman Lear shows.
Oh right.
He was on there. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Jay Farrow was on SNL. I did a show with him. I produced the SNL alum show, and Jay Farrow did a spot.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, he won't text me back anymore, but
he did
one spot.
But he did that one time.
Yeah, that was a good feeling, though.
You have his number in your phone, though, so that's pretty nice.
I have him on my phone. He won't return my text. I'm like, what happened, dude?
Start getting more aggressive with it. I got your number, man. I can find out where you live.
Yeah, it's like the movie where Jon Favreau, like, what was that? Swingers. Where he calls the girl and he's like, hey, I got your number tonight, blah, blah, blah. And then he calls back like 10 minutes later. Hey, you didn't call me back. And then he spirals out. And he's like, you know what? Just lose my number. And he spirals out. That's what's going to happen with me and Jay Farrow.
That's funny, dude.
Who was your favorite
you're asking me a favorite. Yeah. You know what? My mom and dad were diehard comedy fans, stand-up fans. That was the whole thing. Old school funk and like comedy.
Oh, so you saw like stand-up growing up?
Yeah, they always said they let me watch the shit, They were like big, Eddie Murphy, George Carlin, Richard Pryor. You know, they really love Louis Anderson. When they were dating, they would go to the Comedy Store and the Hollywood Improv. Yeah. And so, and obviously, like when Paul Rodriguez came out, I was like, oh, that dude looks like me. And he had some great HBO specials. But we would religiously watch like In Living Color, Culture Clash, SNL.
Living Color.
And SNL was great back then. You know what I mean? When
bro,
all the haters on there, like
who was on there at SNL when you were growing up?
Oh man, it was like you know, Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell. I'm trying to think about, you know, I think Fred Armisen started getting his way in there. You know, what's her name? Shannon.
Molly Shannon.
Molly Shannon.
Oh,
she was great. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just all that character work was.
I just did a show,
else, man. But
I produced the SNL Love Show, and I was in the green room, backstage, sitting, I was meditating. Dana Carvey walks in.
Oh hell yeah, he's another legend, yeah, right? Church lady. Oh yeah,
church lady. Church lady. Yep, chopping broccoli.
Yeah, Chris Farley obviously was great.
Yeah. So Carvey walks in. I ended up sitting down talking with him for like 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. He grew up in the same area, fashion. He went to. I'm sure he's been to Fashion Island too, and he grew up in the same area in Belmont. Nice. But and then Jay Moore came in. Then David Spade came in, then Kevin Nealon came in, and we're all sitting around and about to do a show together. And I'm sitting with these guys. Just like,
Kevin Nealon's so cool too, man.
Kevin Nealon is cool, man. Yeah. He was one of the first when I got out here. I got to be on his show where he was
that
like
new material or the interview one. Or?
Yeah, the interview one, man. And it was so because you got whenever you're talking with dudes like that, it's like. You also don't want to be too fanned out, like, oh, hey, but it's hard not to. You just got to tell yourself, like, oh, man, I'm here to do a good interview. Like, you can't be like, oh, my God, you're Kevin Nealon, bro. It's crazy, dude. What am I doing?
You're like, be professional. Yeah. You belong here. All right.
Yeah. Bro, I remember We Bought a Zoo, whenever Cameron Crowe, he was introducing me to everyone. He's like, you know Matt Damon? Like I would know Matt, you know, like, oh yeah, we go way back. Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, Matt, Matty boy. Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? He's like, oh yeah, I'm just a normal guy like you. You're like, oh my God, you call your mom, you're not gonna believe what happened.
You thought I knew Matt Damon.
Daryl Hammond told me because when I started producing the show, he just said no pictures. Like don't be one of the guys. Oh my, don't be a fanboy. He says you're a peer. You're one of their peers now. Yeah, you know, if it's like a group picture and everybody's taking the pictures, whatever, that's fine. But don't go up and start taking selfies with everybody. You know,
that dude is so funny because you got to definitely keep that under control too because you want people to feel like they're in a safe place or whatever with your peers. Because I've taken my mom to like red carpet events and she like cannot help herself sometimes. She takes out her phone and I gotta be like, yo, come on. This ain't like, you know, you can't be doing that shit. Mom, no, I mean, come on, just one, you know, like da-da-da. Like, but yeah. Dude, I think like the pictures thing is when it kind of like gets, you know, like, okay.
Yeah, the pictures is hard. I save it all for like the last day of shooting. Then I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna go.
Shooting is different. Like when you work with somebody, I feel like, but if you're like, I don't know, it depends. One time I ask for a selfie every now and then. Hey, come real quick, you know,
like, it's gotta be the right time, dude.
Yeah.
It can't be fanboy.
So
you know, it can't be like, oh my God, you know, it's like,
bro, you start thinking, you're like, oh, this is gonna get so many likes.
Everyone's gonna be like, oh, I just did this Walking Dead thing with his name, Andrew Lincoln, and then his homie, and I waited till the end of it. And I was like, fuck, man, should I ask for a picture? I wanted a picture. I was just like, because I got homies that love that show, you know, and I was just like, and I asked him, you know, and I was like, fuck, man, did I make it weird? I was all in my head about it, you know, like, fuck, should I ask him for a photo? He was nice about it, but maybe he wasn't that into it, but he shook my hand and everything. But then he sent me an email, like a nice email after. He's like, oh, man, it was nice working with you. I'm very inclined to work with you again. And I was like,
that's cool.
Yeah. Nice. Asking for the photo didn't weird him out, you know. I was like, all right, cool.
I think I auditioned for that part.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a prison dude or something, like.
God, yeah, he has like a family. He's like his best friend. Like, he kind of helps him.
Yeah. I remember. I went full Mexican on that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was like,
wait, it wasn't a Mexican part though, right?
Oh, then it was something else.
It's something else.
Okay, because I auditioned for this like hardcore like Mexican.
No. This dude is like has a family, like a wife and kids and shit. And
okay.
He's like not in prison.
Oh,
You pulled
my
out
guy
that-
was in. Damn, I wonder who got that point then.
Yeah.
You pulled out taco truck Mexican
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
instead of Taco Bell.
Dude, my agent will send me on because my last name, like sometimes they'll just send me in for like, gangbanger number 3.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
They're like, who's this Jack Black ass
Yeah,
nigga?
I'm like, who is this guy? Hey,
Gangbanger number
homie.
3, dog.
Dude, I still feel because I am Mexican, but I was, my dad left when I was a kid, so I don't have that whole like,
Yeah.
I don't have the influence. So whenever I even do like a Mexican accent or something, one of my jokes, I'm like, oh, that sounds kind of racist, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always a weird thing when they ask for an accent. I'm like, fuck, man. I'm gonna do this shit.
yeah.
Let's take a minute to support our advertisers. If you hear the products being advertised, oh wait,
Oh yeah, we don't have any.
oh man.
But if you'd like to be a sponsor, go to our website, goodthingspod.com, drop us an email, and we'd love to advertise what you're making.
If you hear the advertisements, support who advertises us. That's the way we stay afloat.
Was there, now you mentioned your parents were big stand-up fans.
Yeah.
Was there a moment that you were really proud where you had your parents come out and see you at a show? Or?
Yeah, man. There's a few like markers or whatever in the
Yeah.
career where it was, like when I produced a show where it was like flyers were still a time and all that. And I would just be like trying to get people to show up to the Hollywood Improv. But I remember one time we like packed it out. Like it wasn't sold out, but it was packed. My mom and dad were there, and I felt like that was one. Because I was like,
Yeah, that's
damn, they used to
cool.
come here when they were dating, and now they get to see their son
crazy.
fucking on
Oh,
the
that
stage.
is
Like,
cool, man.
that's pretty cool, And then obviously getting the show this full was like, that was huge for them. My mom and dad were really pumped because my mom was just pumped. She's like, fuck me, like even if you weren't on this show, like this is big.
Oh,
I'd
that's
be like,
huge,
this is,
man.
finally,
Yeah.
this is one for us, and I was like, so that was another one I was just like pumped on. But yeah, now it's like I think every show they go to and all that is pretty cool for
That's
them.
That's so
That's
cool.
Because they were like,
man.
I mean, there was a time, it's like, fuck, I was like, it gets, I'm like in my mid 30s sleeping on my homie's couch. Like any
Yeah.
parent is going to be like, fuck, and my mom like, come on, mijo, like,
You just, it's incredible. You just stuck with it, man.
yeah.
You just stuck with it because you see so many people drop out and give up because they can't.
Yeah.
The instability, it's hard, man.
Oh yeah. It's a marathon, homie. I did reach a point though where I was like, cause the 4-year mark is usually when statistically is like when people either drop out. Cause
Yeah,
they'd be
yeah.
like, some people look at it as a shortcut into acting or or like there's
Yeah.
many reasons why people come. And obviously in LA, it's like everybody's coming. But, I started doing stand up in San Francisco after I moved up there. And I'm kind of glad that I started there because I was able to get more stage time and stuff like that. But yeah, it was like, man, it's such a grind. There was so much ups and downs and discouragement. Luckily, I didn't get nobody pregnant or no shit like that because really I had only worry about myself, But I did reach a point where I was like, fuck, you know what, homie, this is whether I make it or not. Like I felt like I was stuck with it at some point, like when I was 6 years in because I just loved it so much.
Yeah.
I was like, and at that point I was making like a few grand a month or whatever. I was like, you know what? I could live on this for the rest of my life. Like I'm not gonna be able to have a house or kids or nothing, but I was like, I'm just gonna do this.
That's
And
that's
then-
where I'm
yeah.
at now. I'm in the
Yeah.
struggle period where I'm barely getting by, but I'm paying my bills.
Yeah.
And that's okay, man.
Yeah.
And it's like I look at it like it's like a job now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
what other skill? Like this is a skill that I've developed, and it's like, oh, this is what switch to a different career where I'll make less. Like
Yeah.
I put time into this thing.
Yeah.
This is like what I'm good at.
Jim Carrey has that quote where he said, his father was an accountant all his life because he had he had to support his family. So he was an accountant, but he hated it. And then in his 50s, he got fired. And so why he said, if my dad can work a job his whole life that he hated and get fired, why not pursue something that you love?
Yeah.
Jim Carrey is very talented. He gives people too much hope sometimes, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, those dudes, like, it's like not everyone's Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
He wrote that, remember he wrote that $1 million check for himself that he's like, I'm going to cash it one day.
That's crazy.
I wrote
man.
one for like $1 billion, man. Just to like up that, that hasn't happened yet. But you know, 1 billion. You feel silly. You know? You can write anything on a check, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
it's
an
kind of cool to look
Bro,
at. Like,
you know what? You know what's fun to do? Go to the ATM and just put 1 and then as many zeros as you can afterwards.
Yeah.
Because the machine, it'll still
one day
be like,
I'll be able to withdraw this shit.
yeah, you can still press the button. It's just like decline. Like, oh, okay.
Decline.
You got me. Come on. Yeah,
somebody told me that they made a list of all the things they wanted in their lives, and all of it came true. So I made my list. It was Academy Award, fucking multi-millionaire, like all the ridiculous things that are probably unattainable. But
oh man,
so far none of them have come true.
Damn.
You know what happens though, man? It's like you don't know what's gonna come true for you. You know, the last thing I would ever know is that I would ever imagine is I'd be working with guys from SNL.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure, you know, and you with Craig Robinson and you with JJ Walker and then Pablo Francisco, right? That was a big influence
Pablo
on
took
you.
me out a lot, yeah.
You know, so it's incredible where life takes us. You know, I think you know, I don't know. I'm a firm believer, and this is why we have this podcast. Is we want to spread positivity and make the world a better place through positive stories.
Yeah,
you know, and somebody that that have pursued your career and your craft and overcome all these obstacles and stuck with it, and now it's achieving success is amazing. You know, have you been able to use the gifts like what Craig Robinson has done for you? Have you been able to do it for people that fall behind you?
Yeah. I've been able to help definitely some people out, and it's a cool opportunity. Yeah. I wish I could do it for so many more people, but yeah, it's been cool.
I was auditioning. That was a question. I'm joking, dude.
What are you doing to help?
Yeah. And so right now, a really awesome thing that's happening for you right now. I mean, this fool, that's friggin' cool, man.
Yeah.
You got to find out about the 3rd season soon?
Yeah, any day now.
Oh, man.
They said maybe this week, maybe next, but yeah.
That's so exciting.
What show is that?
This Fool?
It's on Hulu.
This Fool, okay,
yeah.
Show.
Whatever happens, man, you've accomplished so much though, dude.
Oh,
but it's like,
thanks,
I am pulling for you that you get like another season because it's a great show.
Thank you, homie. Thanks for saying that. I appreciate it.
And I like, because that show is about a charitable organization. What's it called?
Hugs Not Thugs. Yeah.
I love that.
The first season is,
That's so funny, dude. Hugs Not Thugs, man. Because it reminds me of they have like organizations.
Homeboy Industries.
Homeboy Industries, dude.
Yeah,
Homeboy Industries.
They do baking there.
I had a friend who was, when I first moved out to LA, I lived in Pacoima, like with the hood.
Really?
Bro, yeah, the hood of Pacoima.
Yeah. I got a bunch of family right there off Osborne and Pacoima. Yeah.
Bro, Osborne, that's right where I was at. I was off of Osborne and right by that Arco over there in the Target,
Yeah. There's a big old Target.
Yeah,
they got a Leo's Tacos truck in that parking lot.
Yeah, man. But I had the dude that I lived with. He was like a reformed gang member, and it's crazy because like I think about how people are like, sometimes people are like anti. Like I kind of like atheist a little bit, like, God, what is all this crap? And then it's like, oh yeah, this dude needed Jesus. I'm glad. I'm glad that that's out there. But he got a lot of help from places like that, and like it's really cool to see someone who was like, he grew up in the hood, he was like gangbanging hardcore, and now here's a dude that's like, he's like one of my best friends, one of the like kindest, most trustworthy dudes ever. But he's still got those tattoos and stuff, It's still got like the 91331, and it's like, oh, this is a stand-up guy right here, man.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy how there's been a lot of people that have helped me out that have just come from that and just kind of found that they found the love, man. You know what I mean? And they found like everybody needs love.
Yeah, man.
It's so incredible to see the people that have overcome these type of obstacles and are doing good things. And like former gang members going out. There's this guy I know, DJ. He was in prison for dealing drugs for 20 something years. He got out, and now he goes back. I met him. We went and started speaking to inmates in jails, and I met him doing that. Now he started a nonprofit, and he feeds the homeless, and he helps people transition out of prison. It's just so incredible to see, people that use their difficulties in life, and then they find, they have a moment of clarity or a spiritual awakening, and then they use their gifts to serve others.
Yeah, the turning things around. Well, because I feel like that's what you got to do. When you get it, you got to like turn it, spread the word. Like whatever helped you get out of it.
Yeah. like you mentioned the religion or being an atheist or whatever. I'm like, whatever helps you become the person you're happy with, and you go do that, homie. I'm not judging or being like, oh, you're someone to Jesus Christ, like whatever's helping you get
whatever works,
in your
man.
good place.
Yeah, whatever works.
I heard this recently. If you have a destination, there's a lot of different ways to get there. You could take a train, you could take a car, you could take a bus, you could ride, you could jog, take a bicycle. There's a lot of different ways to the same destination.
That's the slogan for Fashion Island. There's a lot of different ways to Fashion Island.
Yeah, get there. You get helicopter, plane, boat,
You got a lot of stresses in it, and I'm sure you deal with a lot of, difficulty in life. What are some of the things that you do to try to maintain your happiness?
Oh, man. Meditation is big. That's the thing you constantly have to maintain, because I'll keep up with it. I'm like, all right, 10 minutes a day. And then all of a sudden I'm doing like 2 minutes in the morning, or not even that. Just real quick. Oh, thank you, universe. Okay, thank you.
That's me at night saying my little prayers.
And then then you start slipping. You notice it. You start slipping a little bit. But I run. I do like a lot of jogging. I run like 5 miles every other day, or I try to do that like 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? And then I do work out, do push-ups and sit-ups and shit like that. I got to stay up. I got to keep staying somewhat of shape so Creeper could do his thing, but yeah, all that stuff. Spending time with my family really helps.
That's good, yeah.
When I was in the depths of, alcohol and drug abuse, I was definitely not, I always had love for my family, but I wasn't showing it through my actions. I would show up, but sometimes you're not there, you're just like be hungover, just trying to get through it or whatever.
Yeah.
Now I'm there.
I'm sober. I'll come on Valentine's Day. I'll be 17 years.
Oh, wow.
So it's the things that you just all mentioned are things that I try to maintain my happiness. But it's like prayer. I do prayer to a higher power. I'm not religious. Meditation. Exercise. Yesterday I walked up 21 flights of stairs at Universal Studios. I walked the zoo. But it's like you tour a lot, and sometimes we get busy, right?
Oh man, yeah. Well, when I first was able to start touring, I ran myself to the ground, and my agent was like, they're just doing their job. They're getting the money. Yeah. But I was like, doing every weekend and fucking, I just broke down, man. I drove myself to the ground. Like I was just physically, mentally tapped, homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What the fuck, and then that's when I had to learn. That was a learning experience. Now I know to pull back. I don't have to say yes to doing every weekend.
Balance is good, right?
It's good. Yeah, it's good. And then gratitude. My mom and dad are the ones that like instilled gratitude into me, And so that really helps, praying, thanking God, or just being grateful for everything.
I try to do a gratitude list every day.
Yeah.
Just every day. Just like
it helps.
I do a gratitude list every day too. And I was listening to Tony Robbins on Theo Vaughn's podcast. And Tony Robbins talked about how to take that to another level. That when you're doing that gratitude list, to really take a moment and really think about it and feel the gratitude, instead of just putting pen
Writing
to
it down.
paper and actually experience it and feel it. And he said what happens is you open up neural pathways in your brain that create positivity.
Ooh, oh dang!
Pathways.
You just start floating, homie.
You float right over to Fashion Island.
Float right over.
That's what I always feel like whenever I'm meditating. I'm like, am I doing this right? Like, I'm not levitating. I'm not like, I want to do that. I want to grow arms. You know what I'm saying? Like this thing. So I'm just doing this, that. Throwing up the signs.
Yeah, the fools that are good at it, they can get to that space real quick. It takes me a while to just move all the thoughts aside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And try to just be there, but. Yeah, it takes practice.
We just did a meditation thing.
Yeah, we did at the Comedy Store, man.
Oh hell yeah! Oh yeah, that dude's leading.
Dude,
right?
it's crazy. You're in there getting all at peace, and you're like, man, I used to do blow in this bathroom. This is crazy. I'm one with the universe now.
Yeah. I mean, I just went to the meeting today, at the Improv. I always trip out when I'm at the Improv. I'm like, I did so many drugs in here, homie.
That's crazy, right? You go to the restroom, you see a little spot, you're like, oh, I remember that.
I worked at radio in San Francisco, and I was always fascinated by the morning show, and I'd hang around. I was a sales guy. And now that I got sober, now I'm a stand-up comedian. Whenever I go back in town, I'm a guest now on the #1 morning show.
Oh,
they have me on
what show is it?
It's Sarah and Vinny.
Oh, yeah.
On 97.3. They're amazing. And so they really supported my career and everything. And I go back on there and the first time I went on there, it was a trip because I had done so much damage in that place. You know, I'd done so many drugs. And I told them, I said, you know, I'm sober now, blah, blah, blah. And I used to do a bunch of coke in that bathroom. And they're like, what? No way.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah,
It's crazy. Oh, man. Glad those days are over.
Oh, yeah.
It's good to be free, man, right? All three of it, you know.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's good to be sober. It's good to be free, man.
It
That's-
is,
yeah.
man. Not having to apologize anymore. No,
Yeah.
no, like
Call
glad-
people the next day. Hey, did I say something stupid?
Yeah, I'm so
Normally,
sorry.
every
Why is everyone mad at me?
Nah.
Yeah.
Luckily, I never got too bad where I had to like, you know, I was never like a sloppy drunk, but I would.
Oh, my
man,
God, I
I would just
was.
disappear. That was the scary part.
Oh, you would just take it. You would
Yeah.
isolate. Be
I
like,
would
yeah.
isolate towards the end of it.
Yeah.
I was all about isolating, homie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
I was
man.
like, you don't have to worry about saying anything stupid or how weird I looked or people judging me or how fat a line I was doing.
The days of going out partying at the bar and having fun and dancing on tables are over.
Oh,
man.
those are over.
Dancing
man.
on tables.
Dancing on
Yeah, over.
tables. Yeah.
You know,
Get up here. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Olive Garden, sir.
Yeah.
You need to leave. Whatever.
that's
Yeah,
great,
man.
man. That's what do you have to say? Is there anything you would say, but you know, with the people that are struggling coming behind you, you know, what type of advice that you've been through that you'd be able to give to?
What do you mean, like with industry stuff
Just
or career
everything,
stuff?
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just, it's easier said than done, you know?
Yeah.
I think it takes a taste of those rock bottoms, unfortunately, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I always knew like the right thing to do, you know what I mean? But if like your heart ain't in it, I'm just like, you know, but obviously like being good to yourself is the number one.
Yeah.
The thing I struggle with for, you know, for over 30 years, I was talking to myself crazy every day.
Yeah.
The self-hate is crazy.
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning, you look at yourself in the mirror, you're a piece of shit. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I know that's how I feel about myself, but I'm gonna try to make the best of it. You know, and then that's how I was living every day until I learned to. So I got to a point where I processed my childhood trauma, work
Yeah.
shit out. I did shit about it finally, you know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
all the shit that was out of reach when I was a youngster, you know, all those resources became available to me and then I wanted it. And so I did it. So I think everybody knows, you know, deep down, I think they know when they're fucking up or they know when they're da-da-da. So it's like just getting yourself to a place where your heart is ready for it, to have that, to do the self, you know, be good to yourself, you know, obviously the self-discipline and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but never give up, homie, shit,
Yeah.
you know,
Nice.
chasing your
Same.
dreams. I
Same
always
advice,
thought,
you know?
I always thought, you know, it'd be, especially in our industry, it's a narrow road to success.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's so many motherfuckers from all over the world
Yeah.
coming here. They're making content, trying to hanging out outside offices, trying to show face, trying to network, you know, and like all
Yeah.
that shit. And it's like, and we're some of the, you know, rare few that get to do it, you know, whether it's,
Yeah.
you know, just being on the road, being a comic and making a living doing that. If you're getting TV work and all that, it's like, you know, it's like Bobby Lee always reminds me of that. He's like, man, we're part of the 0.01% that get to do this.
Oh yeah, it's such a
And,
small.
yeah, so
small
it's really having to step back every now and then and be grateful for that is big for me. Sorry, I'm not addressing the question, but I would just say
No,
that
yes, you
I
are.
was struggling in many ways on the way up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it definitely didn't happen overnight. You know, like when Cholo Fit went viral, people were like, oh, you know, he did a stupid YouTube video and he got famous because like that's not how it went. You know, that's not how
yeah.
it went. You know, I was already in the game over a decade. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And it was
Yeah.
like, just kind of
Oh.
just sticking with it, man. And I had
Okay.
good people, luckily good friends and good family that,
Yeah.
you know, I had my back and I had support. And I understand that not everybody has that, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I was grateful. I feel like that helped me out a lot. But
Yeah. Overnight successes are 20 years in the making.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And then I heard this thing recently, and it's called the thirds rule, and I'm paraphrasing. And knowing that when you're chasing your dreams, a third of the time is going to be horrible, a third of the time is going to be okay, and the third of the time is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
You know, so you really got to embrace the other two to
Yeah.
get to the third one.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a beautiful thing to see your success, man.
Oh,
It is,
thank you.
man.
homie,
It's,
yeah.
it's really awesome, dude. I'm happy
thank
for
you,
you.
homie, yeah.
And dude, thanks for coming on, bro.
Nah, thanks for having me, homie. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Incredible, man.
That's
Just
what's up.
following your journey. You're such a great guy. You're gonna help so many people, man.
Oh yeah, I look
dude.
forward to that part. Being of service.
Yeah, buddy.
But thanks a lot, Frankie, man. You're the best. Dude.
Oh,
You're
thanks for
lucky.
having me, guys. I appreciate it, man.
Where can people find you?
You know, FrankieQuinones.com. You can watch This Fool on Hulu. Spread the word on that. Yeah, and then What We Do in the Shadows. And then I'm in a Walking Dead spinoff called The Ones Who Live. or Those Who Live. It premieres on February 25th.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice, dude.
But yeah, I'm coming to your town soon though, so check the website.
Yeah.
I gotta sell some tickets.
Frankie Quinones.
You're the best.
Oh, thank you, homie. Appreciate you guys. Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Peace.
Okay, cool.
Sweet.
That was awesome. I'm Dustin Ibarra.
I'm Greg Baldwin.
Find us on social media and on the web at goodthingspod.com.
You can also find us on Instagram and YouTube at Good Things Are Happening Podcast.
We're on Patreon. Sign up because we're going to have some cool stuff on there.
Like really, really, really cool stuff.
So dope, we can't even talk about it. And remember, when life gets you down, good things are happening.
Good things are happening. Help somebody.